My name is Ronald Melvin.
My name is Rother Boswell.
My name is John Tipton.
My name is Robin Coles.
My name is Charles R. Merkel.
Question is, do you wear a face mask? And my answer in the short is yes, I do.
Well, I wear a face mask, and I wear it mainly because I'm particularly concerned at my age and my medical condition that I not get the virus. Because I get the virus, I'm done. There's no more rolling of the dice.
I wear a mask anytime that I am out in public and that I will be interacting with people.
I only wear a mask if the store mandates it. I don't wear one otherwise. I have a really hard time breathing in them. The other day I was in the store and we had to wear one and I started choking and coughing, and that's the worst thing in the world because that just makes everybody panic, and I had to leave the store. So I don't wear it. I stay away from people. If I go down an aisle and I see other people there, I turn around and I go around them and go down an aisle that's not there. So I spend a lot of time all by myself with nobody around me because I see what's happening at the beaches and at some other places. And people are just crowding together. So they're the ones that are spreading it more so, I think, than the ones that are wearing masks or not wearing masks.
I occasionally do wear a mask, depending on who I'm around and where I'm at. By and large, I do not, for a variety of reasons. I am concerned about our civil liberties. I'm also in Palm Coast, it's a city resolution. And one of the exemptions is indoors, you don't have to wear a mask if you're practicing social distancing. So I will say I'm not out there not being safe, not caring about anybody else. I am practicing social distancing. If somebody approaches me, that's one thing, but I'm not approaching anybody. But I am, I said, by and large, not wearing a mask because the way I see it, it's very interesting that we're all very concerned about the number of infections going up. And I think I believe a far more important number is the number of deaths that are occurring, which is, the information's hard to, what I can tell is still staying very, very low. I keep myself very healthy. And if there was an opportunity to volunteer to be a part of herd immunity, I would absolutely volunteer, just to, because originally this was to flatten the curve and you don't hear that anymore. The first 2 weeks, let's close down, wear masks, or do what we need to do to flatten the curve. But you don't hear that anymore. I'm very concerned this is turning into, the government is by and large, and not pointing at any party, anybody, this is just as an institution, is very addicted to power. And once they get a little bit, they get more. And they don't give it back up very easily. So I'm not out there protesting about anything, but I do want to see America get back to work. And, so the way I see the writing, as long as I'm being respectful of others, I do not have to. And I don't have any symptoms, so no, I am not wearing a mask.
So last week there was an article by Fauci saying that he's going to start mandating all Americans to start wearing goggles and face shields. And I'm sorry, but my blood just boiled over and I immediately sent a text message to Nate and we went back and forth. This is getting out of control. And also there was another article about, well, now the flu season's going to be here and what are we going to do with everybody getting the flu and COVID at the same time?
Exactly.
So there's something going on and I don't know what it is, but there's more to all of this.
There is. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist saying the virus is a hoax, or I'm not going to go as far.
People are dying, but
people are dying, but it's not the incredible numbers we were initially led to believe.
no.
Well, I sometime wear masks and sometime I don't. My purpose of wearing a mask is not for my protection, it's for the comfort of other people. I'm for one that believes that it is probably one of the most deadly things out there. But if you look at how we contract other stuff, the only difference I find with this and with our normal death is this is something that takes you out quick. We don't realize that our lifestyle takes us out, but slower. So we're looking at something and say, okay, I'm going to protect myself against the virus because that can kill me in a week. But we treat our bodies so that it doesn't kill us within a week, it kills us over the years. Okay? And they will give you medicine, you get high blood pressure, they get medicine. And I was listening to something the other day that said, the doctor said, once you start on that, you have that, take that for the rest of your life. So what are you doing? You're killing yourself slow. So the only difference in the virus and a normal life is the amount of time that it takes you to leave here. And I think the panic is because of the severity or the length of time it takes you to come down with and how long it takes before you pass on. Not taking into consideration the life we're living is taking its toll on us. Heart trouble, that's something that, hey, they give you something that prolong it, may ease the pain for a while, but it's slowly killing you. And we don't do anything to change the cause of it. So my theory is that although it might be serious, I personally don't care to wear a mask, but I will wear it in areas where people feel uncomfortable with me not wearing one.
Interesting.
That's a wonderful point, Rotar. Thank you.
It appears, though, that in addition to the death, that there is a long concern of what happens to people who get this virus later on. Doctors who have lost their ability to breathe, others that have lost some limbs due to the virus. So there are other concerns that come along with it, even after you survive. So the idea is in 5-10 years, if you have gotten this virus, what is going to be the toll on the body at that time?
Yeah.
And I don't think we know. We are making our decisions today on the unknown.
Yeah, but if the virus creates such a hassle, and I'm curious as why is there nothing reported on taking care of your body itself, because your body's resistance, body has the ability to build up resistance to colds, flus, everything else. So why not say something about taking better care of your health instead of saying we need a pill or a shot or something to keep you from getting. Okay? To me, they should be pressing, hey, you need to take better care. You need to eat a diet that builds up your resistance, not all this food that has no nutritional value to it. I think that they have come to the conclusion that we are not responsible for our own health. Our health, our life, and everything is in the hands of the medical profession. And I think that is the wrong way to go about it. I think we need to say, hey, you are responsible for your health, not no other man that's going to spend 5 minutes to tell you what's wrong with you and write a prescription for something that may or may not work. Because there is reports that there are more deaths through the medical profession than there is ever reported because of improper prescription and everything else. But nothing is said about that. My concern is why not? Then I hear with the virus that a lot of the things now that is normal is considered a virus. You come up with the flu, it's not the flu anymore, it's a virus. The COVID. So we don't know anything other than what they are reporting, but they are not reporting, take care of your own self.
Because that doesn't sell.
I know it
No,
doesn't.
it doesn't.
Well, not to mention, at the end of the day, you are responsible for your own health. So I don't wait on government, doctor. I've had my
Yeah,
doctor.
but a lot of people do.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not saying about you, John.
I get that. Well, no, I get that. What I'm saying though is that I'll go back. So my doctor tried to put me on high blood pressure medication about 10 years ago. And no, I'll take it. You give me the numbers, I'll go take care of everything else. And when I come back, we'll see what the numbers are and we'll go from there. They try to put me on cholesterol medication. Well, no, I'll take care of that. So that's my personal choice. But my point though is that Charles started off mentioning that his concern is civil liberties. In my mind, what we don't want to do is we don't want to go the other way, the other extreme. Where it's like, well, now I'm going to tell you how to take care of yourself. Now, that's up to you. We in America have choices. We have options. The problem is, obviously, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Everybody's trying to figure out their own individual approach to this thing, but this is a community-wide issue. So on one end, we have civil liberties that enable you to take control and empower you to take care of yourself and make your own choices relative to that. On the flip side, though, if everybody goes based on their own volition or understanding, agree, that also has potential to jeopardize public health as well. So a balance to draw. My personal view is my doctor that I have now did not bring me into this earth, so I'm not going to rely on them to keep me on it. That's what I'm going to do.
Mhm.
I don't mind.
Yeah, but more people are paying attention to what the doctors say. The doctor said this, the doctor says that.
Right.
We don't sit and think about, hey, maybe if I change and take better care of myself, I would avoid a lot of this. So we have become doctor dependent.
Oh,
Well, and that's
And
part of
any-
it's the doctors too, because I've had doctors tell me in the past when I said that I wasn't going to take the prescriptions and, you know, just tell me what's wrong and then I'll go and figure it out myself and take care of it myself. And they've told me that they're not going to be my doctor anymore.
Right.
And
It's like, okay, fine, but I always come back with, you know, prove to me first that I need to take that medicine. Let me do my own thing first. If I come back and the numbers and everything else, like you said, John, are wrong, then we can have another discussion. But don't just blow me off because I said that I don't want to do the prescriptions.
And Robin, that's a good point because I think, again, it reiterates Charles's point. That is our civil liberties. We have the freedom here to say, okay, doc, if I don't like you, I can go to another doctor.
Right.
Yeah, but any doctors about the mask or any alternatives for COVID, and these are certified doctors, anybody who's saying anything different than the current narrative is being silenced.
Right.
That is
Anything
the same thing with alternative health care. Anything they come up with that's alternative to whatever the doctor prescribed is quackery, right?
No, because the FDA doesn't approve of it.
Right.
Remember, chiropractic medicine was considered quack medicine. Now, you tell somebody they can't go to a chiropractor.
Right.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, chiropractors are better ones to go to because they will deal with natural remedies more so than the medical profession.
Mm-hmm. And but we were talking about health and personal choice. I'm a testament to all that because I have spent decades taking care of my body, getting the right food in, getting the exercise, keeping my weight at the right place. And I don't shield myself from any diseases out there. So if somebody's sick, come on, give me a big hug. And through that, my immunity has built up. I have not had a flu shot in over 20 years. I have not come down with the flu in over 20 years.
Yeah, I don't remember the last one I had either.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I don't do flu shot.
I
And
don't get
anything
flu
that does
shots
try to
either.
come on me, I get it less and I get through it faster. But that's because I believe of my life choices. You know, as just Rothar and John, you were talking about. So.
Yeah.
Mel, you want to go to the next question?
Yeah, sure.
We only got 5 minutes before
Yeah.
our guest is supposed to arrive.
What's the next question there?
Should the county or city make wearing masks mandatory?
No.
No.
Absolutely
No.
not.
They don't have the authority to enforce it anyway. And our sheriff has made that clear that not only does he feel he can't enforce it, but he won't enforce it. So
Well, they put it on the business owners. They're expecting the business owners to, and I see the signs on you know, again,
question.
I walk in, nobody said a word to me. Again, I am social distancing, which according to the resolution is true. And that's where the reporting comes in. You know, the city put out a resolution, but the very next issue of the Observer said city mask mandate. And my understanding, I'm not an attorney, I want to make an appointment to ask one because I think there's a difference between the two. Big difference.
Well, here's a question for you. You have a business,
Mm-hmm.
and the sign on the door says, no shoes, no shirt, no service.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a problem?
It's not a problem. I wear a shirt and
So if
shoes,
I
but
say
here's
no
the
mask,
difference. Here's the difference. If I walk in without a shirt and shoes, they do have the authority to ask me to leave.
that's
But
all.
my point is nobody's asked me to put on a mask or leave. That's my point.
Well,
If somebody
that's
did,
the other
I'm
thing,
not
though,
trying to
so
be,
if you go in the store
Hmm?
and they do ask you to leave, you're nice. You'll say, hey, all right, I don't have to spend my money here. But there are people that freak out.
Mhm.
I've seen them physically attack the person that mentioned that they have to have a mask or they have to leave. That is what's concerning me.
I will say that I wanted to thank each of you, because one of the benefits of this group is that hearing other people's views and opinions on this matter helps me widen my on the issue, because no one knows everything about things. But just sharing what we shared this morning has broadened my scope as it relates to this issue. This was a fantastic.
Good.
But